Forex trading is a part of a big mosaic. Each trade could be a winner and could be a loser. There are some people who stick on to their trades because they want a winner. But then that's not the way the war is won. You need to understand that to accept defeat in a battle so that you can win the war. If a trade's bad, let it go. Accept your losses, bite into that. Success will come, but you cannot hold on to one lost battle and lose the war because of that. That's something which you need to train yourself to do. Unlike other businesses wherein most of your endeavors might be success, let's assume you own a furniture shop. 95% of all the products you get, you would be able to sell them at a higher price. That's not the case in Forex. Perhaps 60-70% of the trades you make, you might be successful in that. But there will be a sizable amount of trades, and one after the other, perhaps consecutively, which will be losses. You need to be persistent, and you have to have the maturity to accept defeat in the battle to win the bigger war. A forex trader has the ability to wait for the right time. What do you mean by that? Forex trading is like a hunting. It's like a lion waiting for a deer. He does not chase the deers all along. It waits for the weakest deer to come around and pounces at that. Similarly, that's what you do in the forex market. You just can't chase around the entire market and try to make pips all the time. That does not happen. You gotta be patient and wait for the right moment. If you're not going to be able to do that, or you get bored sitting and doing nothing, or just watching the markets, maybe you might not be able to be successful. You need to be able to wait for the right moment, just as the lion waits for its prey. A good forex trader exhibits adaptability. Do you know what's the only constant in the forex market? Change. Yes, change is the only constant in the forex market. Systems do not work because the market changes. If a trader does not have the emotional maturity to change his systems along with the changing market, he might not continue to be successful. I do not know of any EA or any black box system which has been successful. Why? Because they look at historical data. Yes, history repeats itself, but it repeats itself in ways that you cannot compute. It repeats itself in different ways, in different environments, which you need the intelligence of a human mind to decipher and adapt and change the strategies according to the new market environment. So the next essential quality of a trader is adaptability. Forex traders need to absorb all the learnings which they have from other successful forex traders, and then they need to follow the rules. I always tell my participants that you are a slave to your system while you are in a trade. You can be a master of the system when you're out of the trade. What does it mean is that you have certain rules of entering into a trade, and now you've entered into the trade. Now that is it. You need to stick by those rules. If you wanted to change the rules, it's not during the trade. You can change or tweak your rules after the trade. You don't need to keep on tweaking your rules for every loss or every couple of lost trades. Most of the successful traders might have a few consecutive losses. You need to first of all understand whether the underlying market environment has changed. Let me give you an example. Um, till 2007, 2008, the underlying market factor used to be that people were very greedy and that they had a lot of risk appetite going on in the market. There was a trade setup which was called the carry trade. You'd buy the higher interest rate currencies and sell the lower interest rate currencies, and that used to work. Whatever system you would use, if you would end up buying a currency like the Aussie dollar and sell a currency like Japanese yen, most likely you would be successful, whatever kind of a system you would have. But now you need to, in 2008, after the Lehman Brothers collapse, things changed. The market environment wasn't the same any longer. We weren't looking at carry trades. So then, whatever trade which used the concept of the carry trade or buy the Aussie and sell the yen, and which would have exhibited fabulous records for 7, 8 years, that is no longer valid. So you need to have the ability to create new rules and follow them. And the last I'd like to talk to you about, that you need to have a belief in yourself. But your belief cannot be a fictitious belief, or belief cannot be a misleading false belief. It needs to be along with the truth. You have a truth quadrant and then you have a belief quadrant. What mixes both of them is the knowledge. You need to be able to acquire the knowledge to be successful in the forex industry. And if you have the qualities which I mentioned, along with a decent system, I can assure you that you will be successful in this industry. Thank you so much for listening to me.